Hey y'all, it's Crystal from Triple C Creations Crafting, coming to you from the beautiful North Georgia mountains. And I have a Hobby Lobby clearance haul, and then I have a few things from Temu. I'm going to throw them in instead of making a separate video. So I recently went out of town, start with Hobby Lobby, and got to go to a couple of Hobby Lobbies. There was another one we drove past, and I didn't make my husband stop because I'd already been to two. But I did get some cool clearance things. And it wasn't just like a ton of stuff, but I had to go searching for it. So it wasn't just in the clearance section. They had like clearance sections in multiple places at both of these stores. So I actually like needed some vinyl. It was like I went to the shelf and I knew I needed yellow, and then come to find out I needed white and black too, but I forgot that. I hadn't made shirts in a while, but I knew I needed yellow. So I got some yellow, and I actually got some like prints. I was wanting to do some new shirts. I want to make some shirts for Bible school, so I have a different shirt every night that kind of goes along with our theme. But then I go over and I find some clearance vinyl, and like I said, I needed yellow, and look at this yellow that I found. And I got 2 rolls of this. This is 72 inches. So the rolls they had on the shelf were like 12 inches by, I want to think they were 36 inches. So it was only 3 feet, I guess. Yeah, it was 3 feet, 36 inches. It was 1 yard, and this is 72. So I've got twice as much here. And it was like $6, $6.50, $6.99 or something like that. And then this is 72 inches. So this is 2 yards, and I got it for like half the price that I was going to pay for the other. So I got 2 of these because I did need the yellow. This is just regular yellow. I'm not a Cricut vinyl person. I do not. The few times I've used Cricut vinyl, I think once. Like actually iron-on vinyl, and it was awful. So I do not use Cricut vinyl. I typically order in bulk off Amazon and get the Caesar. But I'm trying not to order in bulk of like the colors that I don't use all the time. So for $6, I got 4 yards of yellow. And it's not like I've got yellow, but it's like a neon yellow. So I needed just some regular yellow. All right, then these were completely like impulse buys, and I've already opened this one. This is gray flock iron-on. It is 1 foot by 2 feet, so 12 inches by 24 inches, and it's flocked. I've never done this, but it was $3.74. It was half the original price. So I'm really excited to try this. And like I said, I've already opened it. I started to do a design on one of the shirts, and then I was like, no, I don't think it'll work for this. So I've not tried that yet. I'm excited. Make sure I keep the instructions. This is in a box, so yeah, I didn't open the box. It's supposed to open like our aluminum foil box, but I didn't open like that. But oh, these look like some even simpler. Oh yeah, I like these instructions. So I will like cut that out. Maybe I may cut this out too, or I may just leave it in the box. I could just leave it in the box so that I've got those specific instructions for the flock. Okay, again, this is completely impulse buy. It is this gold, and this is iron-on, and I have opened it, and I did keep my little wrapper. This is the 405. It's Hobby Lobby's brand, but I paid $4.24 for it. That was like, I want to think that was actually less than the original price. I don't know where I do have my paper. I know I kept it because the instructions for reflective or foil is different, so I did make sure I kept the instructions, and it has the original like your price, you know. All right, and then this is matless iron-on. I've never tried the matless. I'm not really sure what the difference is. This is glitter black. I don't know. It kind of looks like a starry sky though. I don't know. That piece was cut open. I don't know if they're all like that or not, but I don't know. I just thought, like I said, complete impulse buy. It was $5.49 for 36 inches. This is actually 13 inches. Oh, I guess because it's matless. Oh, huh, I didn't even think about that. But again, it was half price, and to try. So I'm really not sure what the difference in matless and I don't know. I guess because it's 13 inches, then you don't have to have the mat. But to me, that's a waste. I don't know. Okay, what else did I get? Oh, let me move this back to the other side of my working area. Okay, I got some St. Patrick's Day items. And this was at the first Hobby Lobby I went to. At the next one, they did have some different stickers, and I really resisted buying them. I don't know why I bought these, y'all. It's not like I make a lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff, but I thought these were cute. And they were 90% off, so I paid 40 cents a pack for these. So it's like 5 cents a piece. I don't know. I just thought they were cute. The gold. These are actually like 3D. It's 2 layers of the little like shamrock wreath, and it says in gold, Happy St. Patrick's Day. And then these are little wooden pieces. I just like the little wooden pieces. I always like them. And this was $3, so 90% off. I paid 30 cents for the wooden set. Okay. At the first Hobby Lobby I went to, they had a whole buggy that they were pulling. It had like glass jars, the glass cubes. I don't know what they're called, but you can like fill them with stuff and put vinyl on them. And it was pulled. I think it was priced, but it was like they haven't put it out yet, which was kind of frustrating because it was like they were in the middle of pulling their clearance stuff. At the next one I went to, because I knew they had pulled, I'd seen some of the wooden stuff they had pulled. I did go to the wooden section, and I bought these 2 things. I do not have a project in mind, but I have a bunch of these that I have bought on clearance to just have on hand, like if I do a sign party at church. So I thought the little pink bike was cute, and the little puppy dog was cute. So 49 cents for these. They had a few others, but it wasn't really things I was interested in. Okay, so at the first one, I saw these and I did not get them, but it is pieces of acrylic. They were regular $6.49 and they were on clearance for $1.62. Now, I bought this one at the second store. I honestly don't remember if I saw the price at the first one that they were on clearance on. But then I was like, I wish I had bought one to try. I've not tried cutting acrylic on my laser, but I'm supposed to be able to. And this is like got pink glitter in it. So I thought for $1.62. It's cheaper than I can buy the clear at the Dollar Tree. And then I got a couple of sheets of this. It's like the fake leather that I don't know. But for 99 cents, I got 2 of these. And I thought these would make some cute earrings. I was actually thinking Easter. I don't know that I'll get them made for Easter. But if I cut the teardrops, I would get the gradient, the whatever you call that, where it's like from one to the other. I would just have to match it up and like get the 2 side by side. But I thought that would be cute. I even thought it's kind of got a weird texture to it though. And you got to be careful if you heat press on this, because you will actually lose the texture if you heat press it too much. You got to use a very low temperature and maybe press multiple times. But I thought it'd be cute to do your earrings out of this, and then maybe put like a solid like peep or bunny, a solid bunny like silhouette on it, out of white or maybe just a solid color. So that's what I thought I would do. That would make some Easter earrings. All right, and then now these are not on clearance, but I did buy these, and I'm just gonna throw those in there. So I've been buying a bunch of little bead sets, little clay bead sets, and for Bible school. And these were, I think, like 40% off, but they're little crosses. So I thought I could put them in with that and have them for Bible school. That's kind of why I got the other beads, was to have them for Sunday school or Bible school crafts. So I got the little crosses. Like I said, they were 40% off. And y'all, I've never had an actual, well, I do have a bone folder, but it came, I don't know that it's the best one. And this was $1.29. I actually was just kind of like perusing, seeing what was on sale. And I mean, for $1.29, you know, full price, I'm going to get that and try it. I don't know. I do a lot of paper crafting. Like, the one I have, I'll show you. It's from Where Memories Keepers. It's from one of their scoreboards. I don't know. It'd just be interesting to see, like, I may level up my game with this thing. You know, $1.29. I splurged on myself. Okay. I don't typically buy paper, especially unless it's, like, I'll buy it at the thrift store, but I don't typically buy it at Hobby Lobby unless it's on sale. But this wasn't on sale, but I just wanted it. So I bought recently at Hobby Lobby a lot of envelopes that were on clearance, and I got some black ones. And I really liked this paper, and I thought it would be great to make some black, to go on some black card bases and to go with those black envelopes. And so it's very dark colors, and it has gold accents. And, you know, it was only $6.99. I still, you know, it's not going to break the bank. I don't really know that I have anything similar to this either. Most of mine are like light colors, very springy. So I don't know, I just, an impulse buy. All right, so that was my Hobby Lobby. Well, some of it was clearance. Let me go ahead and show you what else I got. I got some printed vinyl. And I originally got like this. Look how pretty this is. See, I've already opened it and used it. Look at that. It's like wildflowers. I'm going to show you the shirt that I made with it. How pretty is that? I may like get addicted to that. And I can't remember if it was $6.99. It was interesting because all three of these are, well, this is puff. I didn't realize this was puff. This is $6.99. I want to think this was like $6.59. And then this is a little something different too. This is puff too. So I didn't even realize these were puff. I'm not sure what that means. I need to like look that up. Like, do they get puffy when you like heat it? Does this whole thing get puffy or just the flowers? So I'm gonna have to do some investigating. I kind of, again, this was kind of an impulse buy, and I didn't really research it that much. But I don't live close to a Hobby Lobby. I was wanting to make some t-shirts, and are these not just like springtimey? Okay, let me show you the shirt I made with this. So our theme for Bible school is Be the Light. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Do pay attention to which way you do it, because I'm not sure if this is upside down, but we're going to ignore that. I think it kind of is directional. It seems like most of the flowers now are facing down, and I didn't really like notice that. I just assumed they were going in any direction, but I'm so excited about this shirt. It doesn't seem like real hard. I hope it holds up. It is a solid piece. I don't typically do a lot of solid pieces like that, but I'm so excited about this shirt. I love it. It's my thrift store shirt, by the way, that I upcycled. Okay, so that's the stuff from Hobby Lobby. Now, my Temu haul, I ordered more from Temu, but this is really the crafty stuff. And this is an embossing folder. Okay, these were complete impulse buys. Let me just throw that in there. It's probably a good thing that Temu has gone up. I looked one time in Temu, you had to have a minimum of $15 to get free shipping from Temu, and now it's up to $30. That's probably a good thing, because I get on there and they trick me with this, you know, if you buy this, you get this much credit, you get $100 in credit, and I'll buy, and then I'll like add another $2 thing and add another $2 thing, and it's just, y'all, it really is probably a good thing that I have to spend $30. Okay, this has words in it, and it's like, darling, but so are you. It's not really anything specific. I actually saw a stamp at a thrift store recently that was like words like this. It was a background stamp. And I started to get it until I realized it was really like a wedding theme. It was like vows. And so I was like, no, but this is Joy the Journey. You own, I can't read that word. You're our, so it's not anything specific. Life is a journey. You're not something, you're not going that, I don't know. So it's not really supposed to be anything specific. It is just a background that could be used for anything. Okay, and then I got some dies, and I got these two leaf dies because I always love having leaves, and I have bought like some leaf dies, but I end up like having to cut them so many times. So these I can like cut a bunch at once, and these are in strips. So these are little bitty. That might be too little, but these I definitely think are good sizes that I could use for cards. And then this, you don't even cut these apart. Like, you can't cut them apart. They are one piece, and you would get lots of leaves by doing that. All right, and then these are flowers. So using up scraps, flowers, I think leaves and flowers are a great way to use up scraps, and you can always like add those things to your cards. But again, like if I have a die set to cut one flower, I have one of those dies. So I have to run it through again and again and again. So if I want 3 flowers, I have to run it through 3 times. Whereas this, I can get 10 flowers, you know, if my cardstock, my scrap is big enough, I can get 10 flowers that are, you know, matching. And you know, a lot of times with flowers like this, you want to put like 2 on top of each other, you know, kind of twist a little bit, you know, offset it a little bit, and then do another one, and it really gives it some depth. Even curl those petals up. All right, and then I've looked at this little owl, and for some reason, I actually got this credit for this one back. I'm not sure if I clicked that I wanted a refund by mistake, but I ended up getting a refund for this one. I don't know. All my orders did come in the window though this time, and so I did not get any $5 credits. I did get a few price adjustments. None of these were very expensive. I didn't even pull the prices. Like I said, I had ordered several things, and these were just the crafty things, and I only pulled out the crafty things for this video. But all of them, I would say, were like $2 or less. So, but I think good investments for my money. I think they will be useful. Again, this was an impulse buy. I just think this little owl is so cute, and I always look at it. It's a little bit smaller than what I was hoping. I'm not a big fan of little bitty pieces. Ooh, look at those little bitty lines. But we will try it and see. So until next time, this is my April 2025 Hobby Lobby and Temu haul. See you later.